When you think of Altenew, the first thing that pops into your head is probably stamps and dies. But did you know that we have been curating an amazing collection of watercolor products as well? Today we are taking a walk through memory lane and remembering the key moments when each of our special watercolor supplies were brought to life. Come along as we take a look at the beautiful artist items that bring colour and joy to the Altenew family. Watercolor 36 pan set and watercolor palettes. In spring and summer 2018, our watercolor collection launched with our ever-favourite watercolor 36 pan set and our watercolor palettes. Our beautiful set of 36 vibrant watercolor half pans coordinates perfectly with our line of inks. Each colour beautifully coordinates with an ink colour from our collection. The watercolor pans are intensely pigmented, fade minimally when drying, and some colours have a lovely granulating effect. Our watercolor palettes are the perfect artist tools to be used with Altenew watercolor paint, our crisp dye ink, or any water-based media. The light-coloured surface ensures an accurate representation of the paint colour and is smooth and sturdy, perfect for your artistic needs. Watercolor brushes and watercolor brush markers. By fall 2018, we added watercolor brushes and watercolor brush markers to our collection. Our watercolor brushes feature a durable nylon tip and refillable reservoir in the handle. And they come in 3 different sizes: fine, medium and large. Our watercolor brush markers also have a reservoir, this time filled with highly pigmented ink. Our brush markers with these vibrant colours also have the nylon tip for easy colouring. Watercolor brush markers and metallic watercolor pan set. A year later, in fall 2019, we complemented our watercolor brush markers with liquid watercolor refills, perfect for both refilling the watercolor brush markers and also for creating experimental DIY watercolor techniques. We also introduced our metallic watercolor pan set to the crafting world, a truly stunning product that transformed watercolor projects, especially on black backgrounds. Artist Watercolor 24 pan set and watercolor paper. In early 2020, we expanded our watercolor pan set collection with our Artist Watercolor 24 pan set, a gorgeous high-quality watercolor set for experienced artists that coordinate with our ink color families. We released our first watercolor paper sets at the same time to give Altenew fans the opportunity to try out their watercolors on the perfect thick, cold-pressed paper for their needs. After trying our watercolor paper, it's hard to go back to anything else. Watercolor Essential 12 pan set. In spring 2020, brought with it our Watercolor Essential 12 pan set, the perfect quick go-to for watercolor artists. This set features 12 of the colours from our 36 pan set, making it a great set for beginners or those wanting to just try out watercolor. Watercolor Pencils. In fall 2020, we launched our woodless watercolor pencils, a dream for watercolor artists who wanted more control with their watercolors. These pencils made it easy to color in tiny spaces with pigment that dissolves smoothly, leaving no marks on the paper. Coloring book. In early 2021, we released our first ever watercolor coloring book, featuring popular Altenew flowers in beautiful compositions. The floral designs come in both black and grey outlines for unique coloring variations, while the high quality watercolor paper is thick enough to avoid warping and ripping when you add colour in the designs with your favourite inks and watercolours. Artist watercolor brushes. Finally, in mid-2021, after lots of testing and experimentation, we launched our high-quality artist watercolor brushes for ease and best results with our watercolor techniques. Did you know about all of these watercolor products we carry in the Altenew store? Thank you for taking a trip through memory lane with us. Let us know your favourite watercolor products in the comments section below.
Hello crafters, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching!